Welcome back to Carpathian Countryside for episode 32 with me, MrSealyp. It's 9:43 in the morning here on Carpathian Countryside. November 2. I've had some fun, people. I've had some fun. With the update to the Great Processing, or the Great Production Pack the other day, I came on here and it appeared like all of my buildings have become invisible. Imagine that. So, yeah, we had to sort out the building situation. The problem with that was because the buildings had become invisible, I lost everything that was in them. I don't know what had gone wrong. I'm not sure. But so what I did was then I had to put grates back in. I thought I'll just replace everything, but I couldn't replace everything I had. So what I've done is I had to put a load of grapes into the grape processing unit, run all the things through till I got to. I mean, I'm still not where I was. If you look there, we've got a bit of grape must in there, but leatherette I haven't produced it anywhere near as much to where I needed to be for all the various different productions. Anyway, all that being said, pig food mixing is going absolutely fine. You've seen a clip, I think, yeah, of me doing that, putting some of that in. And I've been topping up the pig food. I've been topping up the total mix ration. So I've got a few jobs to do, and this is the final episode. We're going to be heading off. Where to, I do not know, and I absolutely 100% mean that. But I have to say, the farm is booming. It's now incredibly productive. I mean, bearing in mind we still only own 3 fields, I guess, if you include the grass field. I'm going to take this and put this into the pig pen. So yeah, the pigs are doing great. They're not using a huge amount of pig food every day, which is great. We have got potatoes in storage. We've got sugar beet in storage. We have got all the crop types that are in storage that we're using for making pig food. We are producing manure, we'll see that in a moment. Just going to tip this in, make sure on the front one. I'm going to change one of these over because of our our booming business, and as well a very eclectic mix of things that we are producing and selling, which is brilliant. I'm very happy about that. If we go in and look at our animals, just there you'll see that our pigs, I mean, we're not far off being full, which is really good feed wise, so that food production has been absolutely brilliant. The cows, I need to put a little bit more straw in, but we've got 4,394 litres of milk. They are producing milk, and I spent ages making tail mix ration to put that in, so that's going great. Our sheep as well, producing really well. We're a month off, probably a month off reproduction, and we'll have 100 sheep in there, so that's all going absolutely great. Can't fault that. Switch to that. I have been up to the oh, that's what I was going to do. Actually, I'm going to do it. I'm not sure if it's going to still be the case, because I said the wood chip was full up at the carpentry, and I said about buying it, because I thought if it is full, if I buy it, would that all still be there? Potentially. I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. If we look at our manure heap, we've got manure. It's a big old manure heap, this one as well, isn't it? 11,503 litres of manure. So our animals are chugging away with manure. Yeah, it's, and like I said in previous episodes, I'm really happy with where we've got to, what we've done, what we've accomplished. Starting off with very small machinery, and how much we've changed, how much things have changed. The logging and forestry we did, putting in the olive groves, which again, it wasn't a success, but we tried it. The grapes were a little bit better. I need to, so in this episode what I'm going to be doing, I've got all the production stuff that I need to sell today, and there's 2 months, well no, last of October's, November 1 and November 2. We've got a lot. We should make a big old chunk of money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the various things and we'll get those off. I've got weeding to do, so I'm going to get my sprayer out. We're going to spray what was our cornfield, and then we're going to whiz up to the grapevines and we're going to prune. I've leased a Fendt vineyard tractor and 2 pruners. I've never run 2 pruners before. When I did it on Western Wilds, I only ran 1, and that's also part of the pack, the grape, oh what was it, the vineyard pack. So I've got 2 of those, the PFD Varios. So we're going to run those and we're going to do the pruning. So spraying, pruning, sell our stuff, and in all honesty, it'll be riding off into the sunset, really. I mean, or sunset, sunrise, I suppose. Yeah, 9:49, it won't be sunset yet. So what I'm going to do now, I've probably got more. There's probably more pig food in there. I could fill that up completely, but in all honesty, it's all green. Everything's in the green. Everything's looking great. So whoever takes over the farm from me now, we're good to go. We've got more machinery. We've got bigger machinery. We've got, you know, I think we've done a good job. So we'll go up when we do the pruning. We'll check on the carpentry. We'll buy that, but I need to gather up all the last little bits and bobs, hook them up onto a wagon train, and we'll head out to the transport company to sell all of that. See what money we've got, and then we'll buy the carpentry, we'll do the pruning, and we'll probably finish off getting there's a couple of contracts. There's a baling contract and there's a sugar beet contract, but we've got sugar beet in storage, and like I say, it's all set. Everything's good. This has been one of those maps I've thoroughly enjoyed, and I'm very kind of, I don't want to leave, but I've done everything I wanted to do on here and more. Like I said earlier, doing the grape thing wasn't on my list of jobs to actually go this way, because I need to convert one of these back to trailer. So I'll leave that. So we can probably fill the rear one with pig food, and I'll change it over to trailer configuration, because we've got loads more grape juice than I thought we would have. I mean, I don't know whether in part of the changes to the that whole production thing, whether the production speeds have changed, I'm not too sure, but I seem to have a huge amount of grape juice. Just get that. I've still got some bales out that I was using for doing our atomic ration production. And to everyone that's still watching, that has stuck with the Let's Play, thank you so much. I know lots of people have messaged saying they've been really enjoying it. I have an idea, I don't know. It depends what map I go to. The Frontier map, I keep saying, or when I did the map tour, and the map tour's up for that. That with Ballyspring at the moment are I think two of the best maps in FS. That's my opinion, because of what you can do on there. The problem I've encountered, automatic, I think I posted the Frontier video, customize, and it literally posted, and immediately I had a dislike, and the person commented to say, I just don't like this map. But okay, again, it's that weird thing again, so I didn't make the map, so they've disliked the video because they don't like the map. They hadn't even watched the map tour at that point because it literally just posted, but it doesn't matter, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But that map is one of those ones, there is, I mean, so much bonkers, amazing, crazy, incredible stuff to do on there. Ballyspring I'm doing with MrSealyp for our co-op, but then I also know there's some other maps coming out, so I really don't know what to do. I'm very sort of torn at the moment. I do this every single time. It's the YouTuber quandary, you know. You make the leap, you might make the leap to the wrong map, you might make the leap to a map and then something else comes out and you think, oh, I've been waiting for this, I really want to do this. It's a dilemma. So I'll see you in a bit when I've got everything loaded up, and we'll head out to transport company, see what we've made, then we'll go up, we'll get the pruning done, buy the carpentry and see what the situation is up there, and then back to do the weeding. I just want to make sure I've left it in a nice state, and then we'll be done, I think. Yeah. We are heading out to the transport company. As you can see, bottom right, we have quite the eclectic mix of stuff. I'm probably a few hours off another Bestie shoes box, and we had enough fabric. We're probably a few hours off our first clothing box as well, which pays out really well. But we've got belts, we've got chipboard, we've got grape juice, we've got 3 pallets of French fries on board, we've got grape seed, and we've got a pallet of sunflower oil as well. So like a real mixture of stuff. Wool is being produced as well, of course, and obviously we've got milk going as well. And because we've got a fair bit of this, I imagine, like I say, this is going to pay out quite well. They have done in the past. So if we look back at our... yeah, my work here is done. We've got a lot going on. We've done a lot. We've produced a lot. It is time to go. Getting there. That'll do. Straps off, straps off, straps off. For the last time, we'll head from here. We've sold by train, we've sold all different sell points around. We still own the sugar mill. I forgot about that, we still own the sugar mill. So whoever takes it on, they can run the sugar mill if they want to, that's all there. I've said this before, I say it doesn't happen often. A lot of Let's Plays, the longer you spend on them, especially if you like the map as well you're playing on, which if you play on a map, you want to like the map, otherwise you're not going to enjoy playing on it. But you get those ones that when you finish, it's that kind of, I don't know, it's a very strange feeling. I did top up the wood chip at the sawmill, so the chipboard will carry on producing. I think there's 240,000 litres of wood chip back in there. We were down to the last 25,000, which actually that had chugged through a lot of wood chip. But again, yes, it cost us a bit of money, but we've more than made our money off that. And the same with the grape processing. I think when you look at all the different factories, and moving forward it will continue to make money, but the grape juice, the belts, all the stuff that we've made, and the shoes and things, we've made a lot of money. Have we covered the cost of all the buildings? Yeah, I'm not sure, but again, it's that continuing process. If you had a 3-year, 5-year, 10-year plan for the farm, and so that we're going to invest in this building, this facility, that needs to pay itself off in 5 years, we'd easily do that. No problem at all. I'd probably put some more grapevines in if I was going to do that. I'd probably remove the olive trees and put grapevines in there, so we'd have more grapes every season. And once that was chugging away and we had enough running there, I'd probably take these grape orchards out. The grape orchards here were just to get us going, running, and keep us ticking over when we ran out of grapes. But I'm looking around the yard now thinking, I'm glad as well. I know we did sell them and then go back to them, but we kept these. We went back to them. We're going to grab the sprayer in a little while because we need to go and do the herbiciding. But we bought the rostal mash. I forgot that. We've got 2 cultivators, the 3 harvesters now with the headers. Obviously the animals we've talked about. We kept that right from the start, which is great. We didn't do anything with this. This stayed here. This is going to be one of those relics for the new, whoever comes and takes over the farm. I never ever checked it to see if it'd run. That sat there the entire time. I thought that'd be really cool, something to have there, but we never really used it. There's our potato and sugar beet storage. Those buildings are brilliant. Love those. The harvesters. Oh, the sadie we bought as well, didn't we? And I think out of all of that, I don't know, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because that little telehandler that came from the main store that I purchased has been just worth its weight in gold. But this, I love this. I love the sound of it. It's been a workhorse. It's done everything I've asked of it and more. We upgraded our lorry as well. I forgot about that. We did that too. So what we'll do, we'll at least fill up. Get it ready for operations. Grab our herbicide and I'll take it out to the field so at least it's ready. So, liquid fertiliser, herbicide, let's put that one out. Any more? That one out. Excellent. So despite the fact that it said it was it 400 and 500 litres in there, they come out full. I'm not sure why. Those lamps on the ground worked out perfectly. Oh, cedar as well, I forgot about that. Have a look at the coos on the way past as well. Whoever takes over is getting a cracking little farm. Actually, I might as well do this first. I'll do this now. I'll do this and I'll go up and do the pruning. Yeah, we'll do it that way around. Why not? I'm not going to show me doing the whole thing, but as soon as we're here, we might as well get this done next. Spot application. Away we go. far as I'm aware, weed killer gets rid of them in any state. Why is that not? What's going on? Automatic application rate. I've got herbicide. They're weeds. I've never had a problem with this before. We've definitely got weeds. But why has it put them... Oh, this is odd. Normally they're in patches. We've got precision farming on. We've got the precision farming sprayer. Why has it blanketed them across the field rather than in sections? We still own that field. Because this should spot apply, this shouldn't be... Nothing's working. I've definitely got precision farming on. Let's check our equipment. Sprayers. Precision sprayer pack. Now I know people say, yes, because they're small weeds, you need to use a mechanical weeder, but herbicide will get rid of them in any state. They always have done for me. I've never had a problem like this before. And like I say, this has done a blanket across the entire field, which is what it normally does if you don't own the field. It just blankets them across. That's curious. Okay, well that's not going to get done. Well, pruning then. On to pruning. I'll okay. Every episode something goes wrong. Too many variables. So if we look at this field here, when I did my spraying before, you can see them. Look, they're in patches. So you get patches of weeds across the field, which your spot application gets rid of, but doesn't blanket the entire field. Or is that because there's no crop in it? Does it blanket across it? And if you put a crop in it, does it? I don't know. Weeds. Blech. Okay, so how much was in this? 260,000 litres is running. That's cool. Right, so oh yeah, so yeah, chipwood boards. It was full. So I'm making furniture from chipboard boards. So I've just bought it and it's in here already. So I can be making furniture now, and then if I want to do planks, but I need to put wood in, because at the moment I've just put wood chips in here. So if I want to put lumber in there, wood into here, I can make my planks and the planks can come to here. But at the moment we're just using our chipboard to do both. So we're going to get chipboards and we're going to get furniture. It's like that IKEA furniture that's got this chipboard construction with kind of a weird plasticky laminate over the top of it, which is great until it gets any weight on it or it gets wet. And then it's absolutely no good for anything. So, double pruning. Will I be the prune or will we get pruned? Let's see. So, I want to unfold the pruner. Rear one, unfold the pruner. Turn the front one on. Turn the rear one on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, boy. Double pruning. Like I say, I'm sure when I did it on Western Wilds, I only did one. This is going to be way quicker. Got lights on so you can see what we're doing. Again, you know, do I need to do this? No. I could have said at the start of the episode, I'm done, goodbye, and gone. But the job's needed doing, and I want to leave it in a good state. That weed thing, ugh, it's annoyed me and baffled me, and I haven't had any problems the whole way through this Let's Play. The weeds, I don't normally do them, I don't like doing them, but they've done what they should have done, and I've managed to clear them as I should have cleared them. That's odd, but I think it's because there's nothing in the field. But I'm sure that's happened before and I cleared them with the sprayer. I don't know. That's not a me problem, that's not a today problem, that's for someone else to deal with. I know that sounds harsh, but whoever takes on the farm next. Am I going to take any money with me when I go? It depends. It depends what I intend to do. I have an idea in my head of what I want to do on my next farm that I go to. It's something a little bit different I haven't done before. With regard to, well, I don't want to give too much away, but it's a different concept that I haven't done, and I thought, oh, I wonder, it's kind of utilising the system in place. Like I say, it's too cryptic. I don't want to. You'll see wherever I end up going. I've said it before. You know, if I go to somewhere, I might do a limited run. Get stuck at some point. Parcel delivery. I'm back. I didn't even hear the knock. All I heard was farm dogs suddenly go berserk. I was like, oh. Well, these work all right as far as I can tell, provided you've done the exact distance. If you're out by a little bit, there we go, they don't like it, so they'll adjust automatically providing your distances are right and providing you don't stray too far. But they're working. This probably would all need spraying again, I guess. And then when the grass grows around, mulching. I'm never quite sure as well each time whether they need to be ploughed every time and subsoiled. I can never remember, but it doesn't matter. Like I say, that's not for me to worry about. Getting them one done. Time's at 10:22. not like I've got a train to catch or anything. I did have a couple of people message me about the olive trees, telling me I was wrong about what I'd said. I tested them. I tested them on Western Wilds, and did everything need to be done for them. So they were fertilised exactly as they should be, mulched as they should be. They were because these ones were on diagonal rows and they were on a hillside. On Western Wilds it was all flat. I laid them out exactly the same. Did everything I was supposed to do, and I got exactly the same yield. I didn't get anything different. That's what they yielded. I went down, I know I showed on the start of the video just me doing the first one, and it yielded 27. And I did the second one, it was, I think I had 54 litres, and I showed that because that was, I did do the whole lot. I cleared all of them. I had 4 rows of 17 trees, which is the same as I've got on here. Because I thought, well, I could do the first couple of trees, and I could find that as I go along it differs. I ended up with pretty much exactly the same as I did on here. It was about 1,200 and something. It wasn't a lot, or was it? So I did put some in, so it was about 1,700, whatever it worked out. It was exactly the same as it was on here. So yeah, I don't know. But again, maybe there was something different. And on that one, I didn't plant grass around it. That was just, I put them down. They were left exactly where they were. I didn't mess around with them, and it was exactly the same. So I don't know. It's like I say, there's so many different parameters in game now, and it depends if you're playing on PC or console, and sometimes people will play with different mods installed and on. Like I do sometimes. I'll start a Let's Play and there'll be a mod that I'm using that I've forgotten that I'm using, you know, and I'll be doing something and people will say, oh, what mods are you using? I'll say, oh, they're in the description. As I go in I think, hang on a minute, no, because I've got that installed as well. And sometimes people message me and ask me a question and say, well, it's doing this, this and this for me. Can you help? And I said, well, the problem is, it depends, because there are so many different options available. It's going to depend on whether you're using standard base game stuff, whether you're using modded stuff, whether you're using any mods to change it, whether you're on PC or console. Yeah, so many different options available that can change the parameters. Are you running precision farming on or off? Have you got platinum expansion on or off? Have you know? And all these things can change everything. So I'll see when this is done. I am going to, before we go, I'm going to lease a mechanical weeder. I'm going to go onto that field, field 6, that we definitely own. And I'm just going to check something, hang on. I just wanted to make sure I was assigned to the right farm, that I hadn't gone onto the wrong farm by accident or something, because I've got, you know, I've got the area farm, and then my farm, or this farm that we're on. Had I gone over onto the wrong farm by mistake, and that's why it wasn't letting me do anything on that field. So I'm going to get a mechanical weed and we'll try it. If it won't let me mechanical weed, then something's gone horribly, horribly wrong. I'm liking this. I did a quick check with a small mechanical weeder and it didn't do anything. I think it's because there's nothing in the field. Because as soon as you plant anything, if I direct drill or a seed into there, it'll get rid of the weeds anyway, and then the weeds will grow with the crop, and that's when you get the ability to precision spray. So I think that's probably what it is. So what I'm doing now, just closing all the doors, making sure everything is shut up. The new farm manager should be arriving probably the next hour or so, but I want to make sure everything is secure before we leave. Make sure lights are off where they need to be off. Need to close this up. I think I can close this one up. Oh, I didn't put that away, did I? Oh, that's all right. Still got some in there, so they got a bit of fertiliser and stuff. Oh yeah, we got that as well, didn't we? How are we looking at the front here? How close are we? Shoes 831. And close? Oh no, 180. I thought it was closer with the close. Oh, it doesn't matter. So, pig food. Have I left the lights on? Probably. Yep. Lights off. Close the door. To leave any of these open? Yes. Oh, such a mucky pup. What we got here? Oh, 3,300 litres of liquid fertiliser left in here. That lasted quite a long time because that was our main sort of source really when we started out. And then, oh, these as well. I didn't really end up using the workshop here. Initially I did with the harvesters when they were all in here, but I used that outdoor one a lot more. Seeing as we had 2 here at the farm. Close the door, gate shut. We're done! Here on Carpathian countryside. I've treated myself. You'll see. I've wanted one for ages. Bought myself a bike. Oh, that's a point. Before I do that, hang on just a moment. That's better. You'll see in a minute. Yeah, that's not quite the right colour. That's alright. Got my bike. And with that, I ride off into the winter sun, he says. Just watch out for cars. Like I said, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope you have too. I hope you've enjoyed following along on the journey. Could I do more on here? Yes, that's the same with any map. You know, any map you could stay on and play for forever if you wanted to. You know, it's not that, like say when people say, oh, I've completed Farming Simulator. No, you haven't. There's no completing it. You can, you know, there's all the various different little award things you can try and aim for, and if you've done all that and you consider that completion, then you've completed it. But there's so much more. And this map was one of those ones, there was a load more. I didn't buy the chicken farm. I didn't buy the other pig farm. You know, I could have done. And it's a beautiful map. It's still a beautiful map. From the first time I came on and did the map tour, I absolutely loved this. It looks great. As I was saying, I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.